This is Nick.
This is Vinny,
This is Steve.
and you're listening to the No Sense Podcast. Well, hello, everybody, and welcome to the No Sense Podcast.
Guess who's back?
I am,
It's Steven.
I'm one of your hosts, Vinny. Next to me here in the studio,
Is the always MIA Steve. I'm actually back, finally. It's done.
and we're
Jet set
trying
around the
to
world.
we're trying to figure some stuff out with our remote stuff still. So we've got Nick at home practicing. So
Yeah, next to the lovely pipe of
the
doom.
poo pipe.
I don't know.
It's in his
It's not a
basement.
poop pipe. It's water.
What's
Water
that?
pipe. Maybe it's poop. Maybe it's poop pipe, but I'm pretty sure it's just a water pipe.
No, it's
Maybe it's
definitely
all
sewer pipe.
connected.
It's 3-inch.
Hey, it's a drain pipe.
That's what we call it, huh?
Yeah.
Dude.
So we're still, like I said, struggling with some technical stuff, but it is getting better. We're able to nail down the remote guest thing, so that'll be nice. We've got a couple of pretty interesting guests coming up. So I guess stay on the lookout for that for sure. And then I guess we could talk about some stuff in the Nerd Nook here in a little bit. But I don't know, anything going on in the car world, Nick, that you know about?
Well, I just finally got the tune on my car, so my car's running a little better. That was that was nerve-wracking. Hooking this like OBD port up, and I actually had to pull out a GPS tracker that Toyota decided to put inside the cars in the OBD port. It was preventing it from logging, like sending data back and forth to the program that's on my phone to my tuner, and so I had to like take apart some of the dash and figure out where that was and pull all that stuff out. But it's finally working now. That was man, talk about nervous. When that program's running and everything, you can't touch anything. Touch like your phone. You gotta just basically let this thing like upload and go. And as I'm sitting there, all these like warning lights start popping up one by one, like steering isn't working, brakes malfunction, all this shit, like contact dealer. And I'm like, what the flying fuck? Like, I hope I'm not breaking my car, but I wasn't really worried about the tuner that I picked. He's like one of the best in the nation on doing that stuff. So he does Subarus and all sorts of stuff. But anyways, it finally reflashes and clears all the stuff on its own. And I was just like, oh my God. So I'm sitting there super nervous. Like, I had like anxiety, like through the roof, because I've technically never done any of this stuff. And it seems like it's working pretty good. It seems smoother. I had to resend some data logs and stuff to him, and hopefully I'll get something back from him saying like, hey, I got to redo this. This isn't what I need, but I got to do like third gear polls and stuff with this program running while my phone's up. And
Nice.
it's when it comes down to it, it seems like it's pretty simple, but man, talk about hair-raising experience. And I just like shot myself in the foot for having any kind of like future Toyota warranty work.
Yeah,
So-
yeah. I was just getting ready to say, I don't think they're going to cover much electronic on that car with warranty wise.
Actually, if I have any motor problem, like issues and stuff with anything major, if they detect that I've messed with anything with the ECU, then I'm screwed here. So
I was trying to get Honda
fingers
to
crossed.
honor warranty shit. It's like pulling teeth, so.
Yeah. Well, and the shitty thing is, like, most of these manufacturers nowadays can basically kind of point the finger and be like, it's operator error. That's literally all they have to say, and they can deny anything. So that's with Ford. That's with anybody. They can pretty much see, like, if you're driving like an asshole constantly, if they're pulling data logs off your ECU, they can pretty much be like, oh, you were driving infamous one with my car. I know what everybody talks about besides like the infamous fires and stuff, but driving over 85 miles an hour, it doesn't make any sense because they made a track car, like that you can go get groceries with. Who doesn't want to drive over 85 miles an hour in that car? So kind of doesn't make any sense.
Right.
But they're trying to find any little reason to be like, oh, nope. So
anything to save a buck.
well, it's I think what it comes down to is the dealership just doesn't want to like put the time and resources into like replacing the shit because it's holding up a bay and the mechanic's time on fixing the shit. So
Oh, yeah, it's costing them money, so they don't want to do it.
yeah, I'm sure like Vinny, you're familiar with like the Harley Davidson world and stuff. I'm sure like there's probably some. I'm sure you can go on any kind of forum and stuff online and hear and read a bunch of horror stories and stuff.
Yeah.
And,
I had a Harley when I was younger, and it was old enough that I didn't have to worry about warranty stuff. But the last two I've had, I bought new. Knock on wood, I haven't had anything go wrong with either of them. So, well, I only have the one now, but it also hardly has any miles on it. So, I don't know. I know before you know it, they're calling you trying to sell you a new warranty because yours is expired.
or about to, yeah.
Yeah, like I think you get a 2-year warranty or something when you buy it new. I don't know the extended warranty when I crunch the numbers over the course of like the rest of your 7-year loan or whatever, 5 years paying that. I don't remember what it costed, but it just didn't make sense for me. Unless it would pay off probably in the event that like you dusted your fucking engine and needed a whole new engine or something like that. But anything else, I think it would be cheaper to just pay to fix it.
Mm-hmm.
Your picture just froze,
The face was priceless.
and it looked like your eyes were rolling up in the back of your head.
Well, on my screen it looks like I'm still fine.
Yeah, you're fine now. It
It was
freezes-
definitely our
okay.
end, but
Yeah.
that was just fucking funny.
There's some latency
awesome.
in the internet going on here for sure. So every once like right now you're you're frozen.
Vinny, clearly your tubes are not big
Start
enough.
making random faces.
Yeah.
Start random faces. Like I'm choking.
So I did have a pretty bad experience when I bought my first newer Ford truck before this one that I have now, my F-150. I had was that a Lariat they call it? And
Okay, yeah.
I had that thing like 2 months and the battery went out, and they weren't going to pay for like a new one. So I was just like, well, fuck it. I'll just buy the battery and bring it and you can put it in, because they had it in the bay. Well, there's other things wrong with it too. Like, what other things? Oh, well, it's only hitting on 5 cylinders. I'm like, well, can you fix it? Well, they didn't. I was so pissed, dude. Like, I ended up, and it also the transmission was going out of it, they said. And it did thunk pretty hard when it shifted. But I got so pissed, and I went to another dealership here at Woodhouse, actually. And they ended up selling me a new truck, and then bought out that old truck and went and picked it up. And then basically I had to pay that truck off so they could, and then pay Woodhouse to fix that truck so it was like new again, so they could sell it, and then traded it for my new truck. So I took it pretty hard on that one, but it's part of being a vehicle owner, I guess.
Yeah. On the thought process of like what I've been thinking about lately for vehicles and stuff, that with all the anxiety ridden stuff I've been dealing with the tune and all that stuff with all the parts I have on the car, I kind of come to the realization that I'm getting kind of too old for the shit. As far as like messing with my daily drivers and stuff,
Mm-hmm.
the anxiety like was ramping up. That like, why I gotta like get around. This is my only car. Well, I mean, we eat in cars, but I don't know. I just I've never felt like that before. I've always been like one of those guys. I can't keep anything stock. That's I think a lot of people are like that, women included. But I don't know. I just like got to like I just don't want to. I mean, my car's brand new, and I just don't want to grenade it. I keep reading all these stupid horror stories on these forums and stuff with my car that there's guys that had fully stock cars that uh, it was a defect in the engine or something and it grenaded. So they have to wait for a new motor to be put in, which was covered. That's awesome that they're covering it and stuff. But I'm just like, no, mine. I have to possibly like convert the tune back to stock, and fingers crossed that they don't see it. So, but I was telling you and like talking about that Ford XL, the one with the Coyote engine in it.
Mm-hmm.
That's kind of what I've been like eyeballing lately, but I'm not doing like kind of like your truck with the the big 4-door. I'm just doing a single cab. I don't have a bunch of people I like driving the truck with constant. Most of the time, let's say probably about 85 to 90% of the time I'm by myself in the car. So
I like that my cab because like the seats go up and it's just this giant space back there, and my Great Dane can like move around back there and stuff when she goes bye-byes.
Oh, I thought you were gonna have other activities like reenactments of WrestleMania or something in the backseat.
So much room for activities.
Same time.
Yeah. Toyota's good stuff though, man. Like
Yeah, I mean they're reputable. Like same with like Lexus. I mean, obviously they're the same company. They're I don't know. They've got the highest standard like marks and stuff with a lot of that stuff. But since this is my car is a newer platform, and of course I had to buy the first year here in the States of it. So, and I think I had probably the first run that they made of those vehicles too.
Yeah.
I can't find a way to. I didn't have the Circuit Edition or Morizo Edition, so there's no plaque or anything stating what number it was or anything. So, but I know I had the first batch of the core models. So
my wife has the 22 4Runner TRD Pro and
the Turd
Pro, the G Drip. She loves it, man. She also does not love it when Nick calls it a Kia Forte.
Yeah, it's funny to hear see the frustration, and then those the meme stuff that we found out with like you got a little WADA TRD Pro.
Yeah.
And I just sent you one recently about the Subaru owners. I had no idea that they made one for the Foresters and stuff, and people are putting little lift kits on the Foresters and then putting those little ladders so you can get up on the top of it.
Wow.
I was like, oh my god, they actually make one for a Subaru. It blows me away.
I told her we were going to get her one of those little WADOs that you magnet onto the car, and she's like, I will tear it off there and throw it right in the garbage.
The little ones?
Yeah.
the little one? That's so funny.
Yeah. She loves the car, though. A friend of mine at work called me up, and their Toyota wouldn't start. And it was like 100 and some degrees out Friday night. It was disgusting. And
it's been a little hot.
So they've got like this old RAV4, man. It's a 2012. And I got there and it just wouldn't turn over. She was at Costco, so we bought a new battery for it. She went in and got a battery, and I brought some tools, so I swapped it out, and it started right up. And I'm telling you, man, for a 12-year-old, 13-year-old car, that engine sounds like brand new. Like, it just doesn't miss a beat. And her old battery was old. I saw the sticker on it, and it was like swelled up a little bit and stuff. So, we got the problem fixed. But it was, I just, every time I hear one of those old Toyotas run, man, I'm just amazed that they run so well.
Yeah, well, Brian at the tattoo shop that isn't with us anymore, he had a FJ Cruiser, and I think that thing's got well over 250,000 miles on it. I think it was getting closer to like 300, and he just finally had like the timing belt and stuff like redone on that engine and stuff. And I guess the Toyota mechanic that did it forum and stuff said that, dude, you're gonna get probably an easy another 100,000 plus miles out of this engine.
Yeah.
So
It's funny he had an FJ Cruiser, but
Crazy.
inside he wears Jerusalem Cruisers. His sandals.
yeah, he's an odd one.
Yeah. He's quite a.
I say it
quite
to
a
his
vibe.
face, man. Brian, if you're listening to this, you're awesome, but weird.
I'll say it to your face in cursive.
Yeah.
That's state law. So that was great though that we were able to get her car going. I was pretty happy about that. And Steve here's got a Dodge.
I do. I got a little Dodge fart
And
coming up on 100K miles.
and it's another one, man. When he pulls up and you can hear the engine in that thing, it just ticks like a sewing machine. Like that thing doesn't miss a beat.
Yeah.
It sounds like a new motor still though. How many miles that shit got on?
Like I said, coming up on 100K, I'm at like 99,460 or some shit.
Nice.
Had it for coming up on 10 years now. Like,
And I've had my truck for
It was
2 or 3, something like that. And I've already got
yeah,
40,000
a
on
little
it.
over 2.
Yeah. I've already got
Yeah.
40,000
I've got-
miles on it.
I've had this October. I've had mine for 2 full years now, and I've got 13,000.
And I think I got mine
I'll
like
fucking drive
a
anywhere.
couple months before you got yours. Because when I just got mine, we took it to get yours.
Yep.
That was a fun trip.
oh, those
And-
trips you take too.
and
It's
you
easy to
almost-
rack up all those miles driving all over the fucking place at
Yeah.
conventions.
Yeah, I moved, man. I moved
Yeah.
that truck around the country a lot.
Yeah.
I drove
Yeah.
down to Kansas
So-
this weekend.
And that's kind of where I'm back at. Like it'd be convenient to like. I mean, I had a truck before. I got this car and stuff, and I just certain situations with like doing yard work and stuff around the house and shit. I'm just kind of like, fuck, man. Truck would be convenient. So if I was to get rid of this car, which had a conversation with the wife and stuff, I'm gonna keep it for another year or two. So if I do get rid of it, it would probably be for that Ford XL with the Coyote engine in it. So I don't want to do. That's what I'll motor again. I don't want to do any like turbos. I know you said you like that EcoBoost engine a lot, but
I really do.
I'm gonna stay away. I think I'm gonna stay away from it. I think I'm just gonna go old school, like go V8. So
Fucking drop a V8 with points and condenser in there instead of the electronic ignition.
yeah, I'll send you the link of like the one that they got in their lot now. They want it's the 2-door, and it's like one of the videos I showed you before. Those things at the track, like the drag strip. You can get optional superchargers put on these things, and this I think from the factory it's almost pushing 800 horses. They've got one in their lot right now that they're trying to get like I think 70 grand out of. That's already supercharged. And it, like anything you can think of that is done to this truck, it's on there. But that's a little steep for a crew cab, like single cab truck for me. That's too much.
And cars in general are just fucking expensive now. Like I keep saying, I'm gonna run mine into the dirt till it doesn't run anymore before I have to take on a new car payment.
Yeah, and I back and forth about that even with mine, and I don't know.
I'm looking to see
yeah.
how many they come
We'll see.
stock with.
I gotta.
Sorry.
Yeah.
I'm looking it up, and it says here that the 5-liter Coyote engine
Yep.
puts 400 horse out stock.
Yeah.
And
about that in torque too.
and I was looking up my 3.5 EcoBoost puts 400 horse out.
Yeah.
So
That's about the same.
yeah.
And I'll see like where I'm at within the year or so. If it's one of those things where I haven't had any issues, then I'm just kind of like I really love this car still. Then I'll pay it off and keep it. So
It's a nice ass
what's
car,
happening in the
man.
Magic Kingdom?
So, Magic is kind of on fire at the moment. The Final Fantasy set just dropped, and even before it officially dropped, pre-orders alone, it became the best-selling set of all time. And the prices with this set are just astronomical. Normally, once a set drops, the pre-release prices are super inflated, so like the prices on everything tank as soon as it's available to the public. this is
Yeah,
the
that's what
first
happened to
set I've
Fallout.
ever seen where it's done the opposite. Like the MSRP for collector booster boxes is like 450. They're going for
What?
over $1,200.
Jesus Christ.
It is
So what about
absolutely insane.
so you're just talking about the boxes that hold the individual cards and stuff, but what about like commander decks and things like that? Are those all skyrocketing
Those
stuff
are
too?
inflated too. I don't know the numbers. They're not as crazy as the collector booster boxes. And I'll confess here, I've never played Final Fantasy, so like I like the idea of the series, and I know a bunch of people that have played it and really like it, and I'm gonna start playing it at some point. But I haven't been paying super close attention to the individual card prices, other than the like sought after chocobo cards that are running around, which are just fucking
Mhm.
insanely priced. But the set as a whole, like everything just keeps going up in price, and we've never seen this happen before with a Magic set.
Oh, you're good. So back to talking about like the magic stuff with like Final Fantasy VII. So basically, the chocobos are the how can I put it? The Pikachu's of Final Fantasy VII universe with these cards. Then.
Yeah, like so I know the very like basis. I guess the chocobos, they're like basically giant fucking chickens that you ride around in the games or whatever.
Chocobos are fucking
Yep.
cool.
But so every set now has one card in particular that's serialized, and those are like the chase cards or whatever. And for this set, it's the chocobo. And normally they print like 500 of the serialized one. Well, for some reason, they decided for the chocobo, there's only going to be 77 of the golden serialized card.
Oh shit! So those are going to be the new black.
Pretty much, and that's the fucked up part. Is this is a in print set right now, and there's memes going around of like, yeah, I'm gonna trade my graded Power 9 in for a golden chocobo because these golden chocobos are as much as fucking Black Lotuses and shit right now.
That's stupid.
Yeah, it is
And that's like,
absolutely insane.
well, and knowing that the price of those were worth back in the what 2 years ago, there were what $250,000 cars that skyrocketed to now 2 million.
Yeah, for certain ones. But yeah, like
Okay.
I literally saw a picture that someone posted two different eBay sales, and it was like unlimited Black Lotus for $50,000 in high play condition, so beat to fuck. And then like number 16 serialized chocobo or something like that, 55K.
It's pretty wild.
Yeah.
That's crazy. You shouldn't have to take a mortgage out on your house, a second mortgage on your house to get a goddamn magic card.
Yep.
Well, there's also people that can afford the shit. So
Yeah. I cannot.
Nah, I am very glad that this is a set that I have no desire to buy any of the cards in paper. I'm like, let everybody have their fun. I'll rent the cards online for my
Yeah.
YouTube channel. I will not pay these ridiculous prices to buy these things in paper.
well, I knew that drop was coming up, and I thought about maybe getting onto it, and I didn't know like the art style if they're pulling images straight from the game, from or if it was fan-based art, or I didn't know
So it's kind of a
what they're doing with that set.
combination. So there's a couple different art versions of each card, and some of the cards are specifically art through the ages. So it's the art of that character or whatever it is from the first game that it debuted in. And then there are newer ones that are just like they commissioned an artist, like, hey, draw me a picture of Tifa. But there's also like, hey, here's a picture of Tifa from the first game that she was ever released in as like a special version of the card sort of thing. So the art's all over the
gotcha.
place, but there is some original like game art on these cards as well for nostalgia and collector purposes. And I did just look it up for the individual commander decks. They are currently going for $90 a piece for the normal versions.
Little bit of inflation because those are what they're supposed to be about $60 to $70
Normally,
somewhere
yeah.
in there. Yeah, not bad. I mean, I think when I was on the hunt for, and they were getting really hard to find, and I went down to, I think I was in Manhattan and went into a nerd store down in Manhattan, Kansas, and I was able to finally find, I think, the Mutant Menace Fallout Commander deck, and I think I paid about $75 for it. I thought or it was close to 80 with tax and everything. I thought that was a bit high, but for a little bit there, you couldn't find them. Now it's like you can find them just about everywhere now. But singles, you still can't get. Those are all gone. So
Yeah, no. It's just insane. Like I said, I'm glad this is very much let everyone else enjoy the set and paper. I'm just going to sit here and not destroy my bank account buying pieces of cardboard this time.
Hey, I got a question. Should we flip over to the Nerd Nook?
Yeah, sure.
The Nerd Nook.
Hi, everyone, and welcome to the Nerd Nook. And
Nerd Nook.
Nerd Nook, yeah. We're gonna talk about some nerd stuff like we weren't before.
Yeah, that was a nerdy
this
stuff.
whole episode.
Now it's nerdy.
Yeah.
This whole podcast is a Nerd Nook. So
We should just rebrand it the Nerd Nook.
I got the Switch 2, and I'm pretty happy. It's pretty nice.
So then you did not get the wonderful experience of having your receipt stapled through your screen?
I did not. I did not. We ordered straight through Nintendo, so they shipped to us. But there was no GameStop receipt stapled through the screen of my Switch 2. You heard about that, right?
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, I did. Yeah. What was it? Walmart or Best Buy was doing it, right?
No, it was
GameStop.
GameStop.
Oh, it was GameStop?
Yeah.
Fuck.
Checks out.
Of course, GameStop would do it.
Yeah, that tracks.
So, I guess because you still have the older systems and stuff, have you done a test like side by side yet? Load times and everything.
I have not yet. The only thing that I've noticed a real difference on is just how it feels in my hands, and just the playability of it having the bigger screen. Like I haven't even gotten the Mario Kart World yet, which is coming soon. And that's what I'm most excited about. But it's different, you know. It looks better because it's bigger for sure. I wish it would have had an OLED screen on it, like they upgraded the Switch ones. Well, just the Switch.
Yeah.
There's some people that are gonna get all stupid, like it's not the Switch One, it's just a Switch. So the first Switch. Yeah. And so I'm a little bummed it doesn't have the OLED, but I'm telling you, it looks really, really nice. Like it's about as nice as you could get without being OLED, probably. And it the Joy-Cons feel awesome. They feel similar to me. They feel similar to the ones that you bought, those aftermarket ones for your Switch.
NYX ones that we,
yeah, those things are really, really nice. When I was getting a tattoo done, was that a couple weeks ago?
Yeah, been about 2 weeks now.
Yeah, Nick let me check the Joy-Cons out for his Switch, and they were really cool. They light up too, which is neat. I think I kind of wish that these did that, but it's fine. I'm excited to see what they come out with. Like the Donkey Kong Bonanza is going to be pretty rad.
Yeah, I was going to ask if you're going to pick that one up. That one does actually, out of any of the new showcases stuff, that one seemed pretty fun.
Yeah, I really like Donkey Kong a lot, and he almost wasn't even a character because they were getting sued. Was it Universal? Somebody had the rights
I think so.
King Kong, obviously, and they were suing Nintendo because Donkey Kong was too close to his likeness, and I'll have to look that up. But that's how Kirby came to be, because the lawyer that beat that case was I think it was John Kirby. So they made they gave their new video game character Kirby that name. Like, I thought that was pretty cool.
So my hesitation with getting the Switch 2 was I was kind of nervous about the fact that the Joy Cons connect magnetically. I always was afraid that was going to be a little flimsy. How does that actually feel? Does it still feel
I'll
sturdy?
show you before you go, but yeah,
Okay.
they're solid. They're on when they're on there. Like it's the worst part, and it's not like we're gonna hold them on with magnets because it's cool. It's the worst part to me of the old one is having to line them up on those tracks and slide them down. Well, this one doesn't. You just put it on there and they go stick on, and then they won't come off until you push these little triggers in.
Okay.
And so you got to use the buttons to pop them off, but it's not for anything other than to make it easier to put them back on, I think.
Okay, because I was just worried that it was going to be like, oh, it's just connected by magnets. The connection might not necessarily be as strong, and they might like wobble a bit as you're using it. But it's good to know that that's not the case.
Oh, it's awesome.
Maybe I'll get
Or
one then. I don't know.
Carrying it one-handed, and then it just goes bloop,
Yep.
like just falls off. You know, you're holding on one of the controllers and be like, "Fuck, there goes my Switch."
And we're going to be in Kansas City next weekend or this coming weekend, so the wife ordered me a carrying case for it because I'm definitely taking it with me, and I don't want anything to happen to it.
Nice. I should send you down there with those glasses and that charger, and let you check them out for the weekend and see how you like them.
But you got to have like play something on them, right?
Well,
Yeah, you're saying use them
no,
with
you
the
can
Switch.
just you can. They'll play with your. You can hook your Switch into it. and
Oh,
play
yeah,
your
that's
Switch on
right.
it.
That's right. Yeah.
Or that, or you can just sit there like you're watching fucking porn on those while your wife is selling stuff and no one has any idea.
You brought them over here, and I got to check them out once.
Yeah.
And my favorite thing about them is you could lay in bed and play a video game and just stare up. You don't have to have your head like you're looking at the TV.
Yeah.
And it's
Yep.
like you're looking at a giant ass TV screen.
Yeah, and I've done that a few times, and I'd have to say, like, I was starting to nod off while I'm like looking through stuff in the marketplace on that thing, and I'm like laying there, and I'd like nod, wake myself back up, and be like, oh fuck, I need to go to bed, like. But yeah, the things they are pretty cool.
Yeah, I loved them, and you said that you can't really hear them that well.
No, like people around you and stuff. Yeah, they're the sound is like directly they're pointing right into your ear. So yeah, I don't know. Wife hasn't woken up and be just like, it's really loud. I can't sleep. She passes out. So
I think the sound on those things is phenomenal. Like when we had it synced up to my Switch my Switch, and I was playing even just Super Mario World. It sounded really, really good.
yeah, but like I was sitting right next to you, and I could barely hear it. So
Yeah, and I had it turned all the way up because I'm freaking deaf. But yeah, I recommend two thumbs up.
yeah, they're cool, and a little pricey when it comes down to like getting everything for them and stuff. But yeah, I mean, I thought if I would have paid full price for them, I would have been just kind of like, maybe I don't know if it would have been worth it and stuff. I'm sure technology goes on. There'll be different ways that they could do some of the stuff a little better. So
Yeah.
and I don't know my thoughts on like all the Switch stuff. I'm kind of with Steve. I'm kind of hesitant. Like I want to check yours out and everything and see one in person and stuff. But if I decide to pull the trigger, I want more processing power for those games that I've got, because I've got a ridiculous amount of games that are on my account for Nintendo, and I'd hate to like rebuy the stuff from my Steam account and then get a Steam Deck. But I'm leaning towards like Steam Deck or one of the new Rally. I know Xbox just announced that they teamed up with Rally X, I believe, and putting out a handheld that's supposed to have some pretty awesome computing power, and it's all compatible with Steam and all that stuff too. So
yeah, I think for what they're trying to do though, Nintendo nailed it this time. Like it's and I get it. I hear all the time, it hasn't changed enough from the original Switch. I think they made some pretty good changes, and to those people, I'll say, yeah. Well, look at the Xbox One S to the Xbox Series X, and then go fuck yourself. Like, or even PS4 to PS5.
Yeah, there's small incremental jumps, and they're charging twice as much for you to even have the experience, and they pretty much abandon those platforms after a year or two, a couple of years anyways. I mean,
Yeah,
it kind of feels like Nintendo's already starting to do that with this, the last gen Switch already. I mean, they're still putting out content, but some of the new stuff. I mean, like, it just sucks that I wanted really bad to play Wind Waker. I've never played that for the GameCube. I think that's called Wind Waker. The Zelda game.
Zelda
Wind
Wind
Waker.
Waker.
Wind
Wind
Waker.
Waker.
Okay. So, yeah, I never got a chance to ever play that. Not that I'm too cheap to go out and get a used GameCube, but it'd be buying a whole system for just one game. So,
you don't have a Wii.
No,
Hmm.
had one.
But
no,
let me look in
don't have one
my
anymore.
basement. I remember like somebody gave us like 2 or 3 for some fucking reason when they moved. Like they just gave us a whole box of Wii's, and I don't know why. It might still be in my basement. I'll go look, but yeah, we literally had a box of Wii's for some reason.
GameCube controllers plug right into the Wii, and you can play the games in it.
Interesting.
And
But
also
yeah, I just never played that one. That was one of the few games I always wanted to play. And I know Wii U, from what I've been reading, people have been complaining that graphically it looks better on the Wii U than it even does on the new Switch through that emulator.
I don't know. I think it looks really nice on there. I do have, in fact, my Wii U is the well, it's my wife's, but it's the Wind Waker edition. It's the black one with all the gold branding on it from the Wind Waker, the symbols and stuff. And I remember playing it on there, and it was fine. I think that I wish that system would have done better, because it was fucking awesome. Like, it was so cool to be able to, even I played Call of Duty on it a couple times, right? And you're playing, and you got your screen, and then you can look down and you have this giant ass map in your hands. Like, it was pretty cool.
It was definitely way ahead of its time, having the like secondary display and everything. Like, it was a very underrated console.
Yeah, I heard that. I heard that was like the Dreamcast system for Nintendo that just kind of didn't really take off. Besides, like some of the other iterations of like what was it, the Game Boy 3D, the red one, the 3D one that they made like 5 games for it and then abandoned it because nobody was buying it.
Oh yeah, the 3DS.
No, 3DS went pretty huge.
I don't know. I fucking hated
was-
the 3D part of it, so I never got it. I got the like 2DS version instead.
Yeah, there was it was like a red like the graphics and everything. They for some weird reason chose to do black and red for the graphics, but it was a goggled system that you would have to like
Oh,
it had like a little stand, and you'd have to like basically like look through the goggles and everything. But they tried to make everything with it look 3-dimensional, but it was still all a 2D platforming system. So it was I don't remember what exactly they called it, but that one failed that one actually failed the fastest for Nintendo.
I think I told you, but I got the Game Boy, like it's the Analog Pocket, and it'll play like Game Boy Advanced, and Game Boy Color, and it's also got it's got a bunch of different emulators on it and stuff for all your older games and the ROMs, and it doesn't come with those obviously, but they made it to where you could do it pretty easy. And my brother-in-law set mine all up. So, but it comes like it's a Game Boy basically, right? With this really nice screen, the buttons on it feel awesome, and then it's also got a dock. So you put it on the dock, and you have the dock plugged into your television, and then you can Bluetooth a controller to it, so you're playing it like a console, and that is
cool.
Pretty sweet, man. Like, I've played the shit out of that thing in the month or two that I've had it.
Brings me back
Yeah, I
to the old
remember.
Pokemon Stadium days where they had the little dock you attach to the bottom of your
Yeah.
console, and you just play Pokemon from your Game Boy cartridge on the TV.
Yeah.
Oh, that brings me back.
When I I know I checked it out a little bit when I was over at your place and stuff, and it had some of those PSP titles and stuff on it, but they were a little laggy. I'm assuming like the older Nintendo like system stuff is a little better.
So
On
that
that.
was my RS36, the red one.
Yeah,
That
okay.
one doesn't.
So this is
that
a
was
different
just
thing
a
then?
cheap one off of Amazon. That's why it didn't play those like GameCube games and PlayStation games that well. That's the one that you
Okay.
saw. I got a new one from Analog. It's the Pocket,
okay.
and it only has it like it doesn't even try to go up that high because if you're playing those games, if I'm playing it for the retro aspect anyway, which is you guys both probably know that's my favorite. I guess we'll call it a genre of games is classic, but specifically off of NES and SNES. But yeah, the little red one I got, it was fun. Like it would play Sega Genesis just fine. It's a tough sell for me. Like I probably wouldn't buy another one because it has an OBS port, which you're supposed to, or it's not OBS, OTG port, which stands for like on the go. And you're supposed to be able to plug one of those adapters into that. It's just a Type C, and then plug that into your television HDMI adapter, and it does not work. Also, there's no Bluetooth on it that I could find, so you can't Bluetooth a controller to it. So it's even if you could hook it to your TV, like I don't want to just play it with an HDMI cord and use that little console as the controller. Like I want an actual controller.
Yeah.
It was good in a pinch when I was bored, for damn sure. But I gave it to my son because he'll play it. And it'll hold so much, like so many games. But he doesn't sit still long enough to even worry about docking something. Like would always play it handheld anyway. But just because when I got that Analog Pocket, I never even picked it up again. That's all I do. I probably play my Analog Pocket as much as my Switch 2. I mean, I'm serious. I love that thing. If this place burnt to the ground, that's what I would run in after. Well, my dog. And
I was
then
about to say, damn, Takai Mochi low on the list.
Yeah. my dog and then my Analog Pocket. And then I'd probably try and grab our podcast equipment, but I no promises. Now I got a few guitars.
You guys watching any new TV series or anything?
So I just finished Arrested Development with my wife. I know we're super behind the ball on that, but we just a bunch of people told us it was funny, so we watched that.
It's very funny.
It was funny. I was not a huge fan of the rebooted seasons 4 and 5 or whatever, but the first 3 were great. And then we literally just started Always Sunny in Philadelphia last night, and we got 2 episodes in on that because we've been told that's great too, and we've never seen it, and we're just sitting there dying watching it.
Nick turned me onto the show. I think it's an FX show, so it's on Hulu, but it's called What We Do in the Shadows.
I have heard of that.
Oh my god, it's
so good.
People could say that it's like an Office kind of comedy or Trailer Park Boys kind of comedy because of the way it's set up like a documentary, but it's its own thing. Like it's fucking hilarious.
That's the vampires, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Yep.
And they're all great.
They're gonna be, and I think they're filming currently, but they're doing their last season, which
That's
really
sad.
sucks. But everything's gonna come to an end eventually. I
It's
think.
better they end it when it's still good than run it on forever.
Yeah.
Hey, wouldn't it be funny if what's the energy vampire's name? Shit. The one that just bored everybody so badly.
There's so many people listening to this right now are probably just like, it's Steve, or
Yeah.
I don't know.
Wouldn't it be funny if they gave him his own spin-off though? I'd watch a show just about that guy.
That would be amazing. It's like him and the bald guy from Hot Tub Time Machine. Like those, even if those two were to do something together,
Yeah.
would be gold. I mean, even that dude. It's funny that I would even say this, but um, that TV show that he did with with The Rock, and it was all about football and everything on HBO.
Ballers.
Yes, that whole show was amazing and stuff, and it was cool to see The Rock kind of like do something a little different than trying to punch guys and make fun of Kevin James. But it would, I don't know, man. Like I felt was the best part of that show. He
Yeah.
was like the comedic relief the whole time. That all I want to do is party, get fucked up, and screw chicks and like make money. That's like
Hmm.
his character to a T, just about anything he does. But it was, I don't know. Honestly, my personal opinion, I thought he was the best part of that fucking show. So
Yeah, I never watched that one. I need to go back and check it out.
Ballers is good. Yeah, Ballers is good. But no, yeah. I can't remember the actor's name, but he's fucking hilarious. He reminds me a lot of that character that's in What We Do in the Shadows. We just finished Mobland. Oh man, that's such a good show, and they just renewed it for season 2. I just read that today.
Nice. Yeah, I haven't seen that one either. In fact, I haven't really checked anything new out. I'm waiting for, like, I finished Yellowstone. I
Yep.
I know it's gonna get shit on, but I'm kind of excited for the new Stranger Things to come out.
I just want to see how they wrap that up.
Yeah.
I think I'm riding that one until it's done. I mean, shit, I think the guy that plays the I can't remember his fucking name. I'm terrible with remembering shit like that. But the sheriff, the guy that's
David
played
Harper.
Hellboy and a bunch of other
Yeah, David Harbour.
So I think he's put it out there that he just wants it to be fucking done. Like he just wants to just be fucking done
Millie
with that
Bobby
franchise.
Brown is the
and
same
move
way.
fuck
She's
on.
just like, she wants this shit to be over with already and move on.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Mhm.
But you never know. The Duffer Brothers might decide to do some kind of a spin-off with it or something, you know.
Yeah, and
Just
I'm sure a
a
few of
bummer.
those actors are going to be like, yeah, fuck that, I'm not a part of it.
Yeah, but I mean, they wouldn't need any of them. Maybe they do like it's an 80s show, right? Maybe they do like a 90s version of it about the town of Hawkins or something.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah.
You know, there's a lot of ways they could go with that, no matter how it ends, unless like the world ends, you know.
Yeah.
But I'm a fan of the show. I like the story. I think that it probably appeals to me more because I'm so stuck in the 80s. You know, I love the 80s so much. So it was just a winner with me from the beginning. Now season 3 was pretty fucking dumb. The one when they were stuck in the mall and and all that stuff. But you know, 1,
Well,
2, and 4 have
the
been
Goonie
bangers.
died, though.
What's that?
I said a Goonie died, though.
Yeah, Sean Astin.
Speaking of your shirt.
Yeah, Sean Astin died in it. Spoiler alert. I don't know.
Yeah.
You can probably edit that out if you want, but
It's
If-
been, what, fucking 5 years?
Yeah.
It's your own risk at this
Yeah, if you haven't
point.
watched this shit,
figure dude.
yeah, then,
When there's 3
yeah.
years between seasons, you had plenty of time. It's on you.
But I loved his character in it. You know, as Bob the Brain.
He really kind of let himself go.
Well, it happens.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I guess being, from remembering him,
As
what was
Mikey.
it, 15 to 20 years ago, being in
Rudy.
not even Rudy, the other movie where it was an Adam Sandler movie where he talked with the lisp and was
Oh,
always
50
fucking
First
on
Dates.
steroids. Yeah.
I love Spam and Reese's.
Yeah.
Can I have them?
He will
Yeah.
always be Samwise Gamgee
So
to
I'm-
me.
Right.
Yeah.
Frodo.
I love Spam and Reese's. Feels like flexing his butt cheeks.
Yup.
Yeah, it was
But,
pretty good.
Yeah, as far as new games or anything, almost done with the World War II Call of Duty. I know that's like been out for 10 plus years. I'm almost like be finished with that. But restarted back up Persona 3 Reloaded. Getting pretty. I feel like I'm getting further in that game than I ever have. Then what else am I playing? I was starting up 4 again, and they just announced that they're redoing that. I think when I saw your wife for her appointment that first half of the day, she told me about it. I'm like, I saw that this morning. Now I got to stop playing this fucking version on my Switch because the better version's going to come out. So because they're redoing everything from the ground up like they did with 3. So
Have you heard about Expedition 33?
yeah, I got so many game. I mean, shit.
I'm gonna check it out just because it's on Game Pass.
I've got. Let's see. Metaphor. This is still in the wrapper. I haven't even started this shit. I bought Armored Core. It's an older game. That's still in the wrapper. I haven't even opened that yet. I've got a bunch of games that I haven't even started or need to finish. Still haven't. I set that down. I need to pick that back up.
I've been playing that one a little bit recently.
Yeah, but yeah, I've shit. I mean, I bought that Resident Evil 4 remake, which is amazing. I got stuck in that. I need to go back in there and finish that shit.
Speaking of Resident Evil, you see that 9 just got announced.
Yeah.
I am so fucking hyped for that. We're going back to Raccoon City.
Yeah, well, not only that, it's cool that they're going back to that, but I know that it just announced another Silent Hill that looks pretty creepy. Looks like you're running around as like a Japanese schoolgirl with looks like she's carrying around like a butcher knife or something. But she looks like she's like walking around through a nightmare or something. It looked really, really creepy.
I'd like for them to remaster the first Silent Hill.
They are. They announced that they are remaking that. Yeah.
They need to remaster the first Resident Evil in the new control style. That's what they really fucking need to do.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree with that. I did buy on my Steam. There was Capcom had like a big sale with their franchise and stuff, and I did rebuy again. I think it's probably the 3rd time. But the Dead Rising remake. What they called it, like DDR or something like that. But
Dance Revolution.
I'm excited. No. They abbreviated it, but they remade a lot of that from the ground up too. So, yeah.
All I can picture is you like fucking using the dance pad to battle zombies and shit.
So I work on a few clients. One of them, I guess it's still a really big thing where there's DDR parties here in town, and I guess the place to go with those is down to Lincoln. Because I guess that one I guess there's some arcade place down in Lincoln that's attached to a mall down there that's like pretty legit from what I've been hearing.
That's so funny you should say that. I literally just saw something on Facebook the other day. One of the card shops around town was having a DDR party this past weekend.
Yeah, no, I guess they still happen. I guess that game is slowly brewing as a comeback. People still enjoy sweating their asses off dancing around on that thing.
So, if there's a a really awesome arcade in Lincoln, are you guys thinking maybe No Sense Field Trip?
Fuck yeah.
Why not? I heard they have Initial D down there. Oh, fuck. That was, I spent a lot of money and time with me and Jesse going to Family Fun Center and dropping some coin on that game. That game is super fun. So, I'm down to go check it out.
Oh, yeah.
Give a good review on that.
Speaking of reviews, if you're listening, help us out. Give us 5 stars or 2 thumbs up or whatever they're asking for on whatever platform. We're trying to get on Apple still. They won't verify me. It's getting very, very annoying, to say the least. But
I'm sure it's going to be to a point where the 10 plus people that are tuning in all the time. No, I'm joking. But the people that are listening, they're just like, fuck Apple, like whatever.
Because I'm mad.
That obviously priority number 1 of time travel. Go yell Steve Jobs.
Yeah.
And he looks at you and is like, what the fuck is a podcast?
Priority number 2 is go back and tell myself that I invented a time machine, just so I got something to be excited about.
Give me a reason to live.
Yeah. Finally did something with my life in the future. So that went off the rails. Anyway, I think we're at time anyway, so
Yeah, we're leaving.
yeah,
I'm leaving.
we're out of here. You know, guys, again, for the people that are listening, the 10 plus, like Nick said,
We cherish every one of you.
we really do. And tell your friends, like, have them listen to our dumbasses. And like I said last time, let us touch your friends like we touch you. And every other week. So, seriously though, if you are listening, thank you. We appreciate it. My name's Vinny.
Oh, I'm next. Okay, I'm Nick.
I'm Steve.
Haven't figured this shit out yet. Who's been talking this whole fucking time? But
And you were violated
I'm
by
just an
the No
absolute
Sense
geek.
Podcast.